Absolutely. So that's we'll try and get more details in terms of who's in that transaction on both sides, but that's a little later in the day. But we're just kind of wrapping up things. It's been an absolutely quiet kind of day on the Nifty. We spent the entire day within yesterday's range, and on the Nifty Bank as well, we did exactly that. So inside day on both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Small cap index did better. That index was up 0.5% or so, but the mid cap index was flat. Not very much happening there. Market breadth, separated by some 40-50 stocks, 1,135 stocks higher, 1,192 stocks lower. That's it. So it's pretty much 1:1 on the advanced decline as well. But that's basically just the, Nifty and what happened to the indices. Stock specific, of course, there has been a fair bit of move. I have to say, in the broader markets, even though advanced decline is 1:1, the momentum, the volumes is with winners still. Yeah. It's a long list of volume-led gainers as opposed to a very short list of losers which had volumes behind them.
Yeah, and there are a few stocks that have done well and they even did even better today. Yeah. Pull up NCC. Yeah. Pull up MTAR. You have a couple of other big movers as well. Kochi Shipyard, up 10% in today's trading session. Ashoka Buildcon, up another 8.5% in trade today. IOB limited float. We need to alert our viewers as we've been doing. But that stock continues to move up. And Suzlon towards the end, one of those highly traded stocks, I think it made a fresh 52-week high even today. So it saw a brief correction, but that stock's moved up. On the flip side, on the downside, Delta Corp continues to see selling. You have India Bulls Real Estate as well that was under some pressure. And HCC, one of those turnaround stocks, well, that did come in for some profit taking. So those are some of the very, very high volume traded stocks in today's trading session, Surabhi.
Yeah. I'll add some more names to that list. Mazgaon Dock managed to find some buyers today once again, 3.5% up. We've discussed some of the names which moved up on brokerage notes and positive recommendations. So Varun Beverages is one of them, 4% higher. And Dixon has managed about a 4% move for itself as well. So those were the newsmakers on the back of positive brokerage commentary. Largely speaking, PSU banks saw profit taking. IOB was a bit of an exception. IOB is finally going home with a gain of 4%, which is not too bad if you look at others like a Bank of Baroda or a UCO Bank for that matter. Union Bank down to 2.5%. So IOB, a bit of an outlier. SBI, of course, from the large cap screens, financials didn't do too well. So it was a very flat session. But these were some of the ones that really stood out. On the upside, let's not forget something like an NIIT, 9% move on NIIT, Vodafone Idea 7%. So interesting facets. Lemon Tree up about 2% as well, decent volumes. So interesting mid-cap moves, but we have to keep in mind that as our market's now closing out, Europe is down 0.5%, US futures are down 0.5%, and those yields are still stuck at 4.5%.
Just one word on IOP, Surabhi. The government owns 96.38%, 96.4%, and LIC owns 1.2%. So between them, 97.5% is held between those two entities. Basically, what's in the market is 2.5%, which all of that will not be traded as well. The stock trades at more than 3 times price to book. The total loan book size is sub 2 lakh crore odd. And some of its peers who are trading at less than 1 times, that's the PSU peers, well, they have a loan book, case in point being a PNB. Yes, asset quality is a worry, but over there, the loan book is more than 8 lakh crore odd. So they're sitting on a loan book size of a fourth of what PNB is at, but they're trading at more than 3 times on a price to book basis. Just putting out the alert for our viewers, limited free float.
Oh, you mentioned that 3 times price to book. I didn't ever think that I'll see IOB at these kind of levels.
A little more than that, actually.
But for that matter,
it's actually very unusual to see any PSU bank. Even SBI. Look at SBI's valuation.
SBI is, I think, less than 1 times book even now, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe a little over, a little around 1 after
just
the rally.
Around 1,
but,
SBI is around 1.5 right now, 1.55 odd approximately. I did a piece on Editors Roundtable this week, so that's how I'm quite updated with these numbers. So, the piece was such that they're floating like butterflies. I just hope some of these don't come back to sting like a bee. That's the one.
Okay, well, there you have it. That is today's market.
Poetic end. Another edition closing bell. Well, so we'll leave it to you folks, but the market ending absolutely flat. As we kind of wrap up, just a quick reminder, what you need to see is, by the way, there's a close on the rupee also coming. So weaker again, 83.23 as compared to 83.15. So this is not good. There is pressure with the dollar, which is rising. And this, of course, despite that bond inclusion announcement which came last Friday, there was an impact. There was, I think, an 8-9 paisa impact on that day. But, I mean, after that, it's not been able to hold, and we are, at least for the last 2 days, day on day, being under pressure. So watch the trioca of issues, which is US yields, the dollar, and oil. For the last many days, they've been going one way. Hopefully, things kind of smoothen out a little bit. By the way, on US yields, there is a clear resistance at about 4.55. So I think we need to kind of watch whether, we get a substantive move above that or it kind of tops out. Either way, we'll find out soon enough. The dollar index now closer to 106. You need both lower, not higher, and you throw in oil there as well for good measure. Well, it's a wrap on this edition of Closing Bell from all of us here. Goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. But don't go anywhere. There's more coming up on the other side.